Hey there, Saintsville Church, Pastor Rob here. You may be aware that in the next couple months or so, the Christian Reformed Church will be making some very important decisions and having some very important discussions around the topic of human sexuality, specifically about questions on LGBTQ matters, and more broadly speaking, on other issues related to human sexuality. And these discussions, these deliberations, and the decisions that are made will potentially have very far-reaching implications for our denomination, including Sunny Slope Church. And so in this series of videos, I'm going to do my best to give you some guidance on a few things. First, I want to give you some background on the on kind of the history of human sexuality within the CRC and how has the Christian Reformed Church approached the question of homosexuality and LGBTQ questions. So we're going to spend a little time on that. I want to take you through some of the proposals and some of the recommendations that are being made and what the effects of those might be. And then I want to take you a little bit through just some biblical studies on the question of sexuality. My goal in this is a few things. I'm going to put my screen up here so you can kind of follow along with this. My goal in all of this, as we look at these questions, is a few things. First of all, LGBTQ people are our neighbors. You likely work with people who identify as LGBTQ plus, or you go to school with them, or you have friends or family members. As Christians, we have to consider seriously, what does it mean to love our neighbor as ourselves? What does it mean for us to love our LGBTQ neighbors? How do we do that? That's not always clear for us. It's not always as easy as it might sound. The other part of this is that God's word has a lot to say about human sexuality, and related to that, LGBTQ matters. And so if we want to honor God's word, and if we want to take seriously its claims on us, we owe it to ourselves to listen carefully to his word, to be humble, to be prayerful, to be good students of God's word, in order to work out what does it look like to actually obey his word in our world today. And so my goal over the next series of videos, and I'm going to put them out, they're going to be quite a few of them, and they'll be hopefully somewhat bite-sized so that you can digest them a little bit at a time. But my goal in this is to kind of walk you through some of these matters, to kind of see how to not only tell you what to think, but actually to guide your thought process and to guide you through this, and to maybe give you some direction in how to approach these questions to better love your neighbor and to be faithful to God's word. So I hope you join me in this. I hope you'll appreciate the journey that we're going to take together on these matters. This is just an introduction. There's a lot more to come. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to spending this time with you as we go through this.